Hello, this is Christine. Students regularly ask me, how do I know what comes after a verb? This is a tough question, and it's no surprise that most EFL textbooks don't talk much about it. There aren't any easy answers, but at the same time, there are some guidelines. First, I'll explain some words that I'll use in this blog post. The first word is complement. When I talk about the complement of a verb, I mean a word or phrase that follows the verb and gives us more information. Different verbs can have different kinds of complements. The trickiest kind are verbs that have other verbs as complements. Here are some examples. I want to go to Paris. To go is a complement of want. I saw him talk to her. Talk is a complement of saw. I enjoy drinking tea. Drinking is a complement of enjoy. Example 1 shows a full infinitive as a complement. A full infinitive is to followed by the dictionary form of a verb. To want takes a full infinitive as a complement. In this case, it's to go. Example 2 shows a bare infinitive as a complement. A bare infinitive is the dictionary form of a verb without to. To see takes a bare infinitive as a complement. In this case, it's talk. Example 3 shows an ing form as a complement. This is the dictionary form of a verb plus ing. To enjoy takes a verb in the ing form as a complement. In this case, it's drinking. In this blog post, I'll talk about verbs that take a full infinitive, like to do, as a complement. First, I'll talk about what an infinitive verb means when it's a complement of another verb. Let's look at an example of the verb to try. Belle tried to go to the party, but she couldn't get the time off work. Belle wanted to go to the party, but she couldn't. Infinitive complements often show hypothetical or unrealized situations, and that's certainly what's going on in this example. To try in this example has the idea of attempt. Other verbs that have the idea of attempt follow the same pattern. For example, the driver attempted to avoid the ice on the road. Even though the customers were rude, Jane struggled to be polite. I'm making an effort to stay awake. No one dared to say anything. We must all strive to do better. In each of the examples I gave, we're not certain if the action was successful or not. It's possible, but maybe the action didn't happen. If we have an unrealized action, something that may or may not have happened, the infinitive verb is most likely to be the right choice. Let's look at another example. Belle tried going to the party, but didn't like it and left early. This looks really puzzling because in our earlier example, to try had an infinitive verb after it. What's going on here? In this example, Belle went to the party and left later. Try has a different meaning. It doesn't mean to attempt like it does in the first example. It means to experiment with. There isn't an unrealized action here. The action was realized. She went to the party. ING complements often show fulfilled or realized situations. That fits with the meaning of try in this example. In our first example, Belle tried to go to the party, but couldn't get the time off work. Belle didn't go to the party. In our second example, she went. The verb tried doesn't have the same meaning in these two examples. The meaning of the verb is what decides if the complement is an infinitive verb or an ing verb. We showed several verbs that have the idea of attempt, and all of them take infinitive verbs as complements. Try, attempt, struggle, dare, and strive share a common idea. Are there other groups of verbs like this? Yes. Verbs with an intend idea can also take full infinitives as complements. Here are some examples. I want to renovate my apartment. I intend to go on vacation. I need to buy new shoes. I plan to sell my car. The company is scheming to defraud investors. There are other groups of verbs like this, but you can see the pattern. With all of these intend type verbs, the action is either hypothetical or it may or may not happen. The complements for these verbs are full infinitives because they show us that the action is unrealized. Thank you for listening. This is Christine from Difficult English Explained.